Welcome back to Coca's Pizza here in Canfield. Another senior football player profile brought to you by Coca's here in Canfield. Pleased to be joined by Nick Smyczynski, a tailback and an inside linebacker for the Canfield football team. Nick, thanks for coming out here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's start it off with this. I want to go back to one of your best games of the season, St. Thomas More. You had a touchdown in that game. You played the entire second half, got the majority of the carries. What was it like getting in there under the lights, playing in a varsity football game and producing the way you did?
Nothing short of great. It was fun. Got to go out there with a lot of my friends.
Yep.
Definitely something I won't ever forget. Scoring that touchdown, having all my friends being around me, it was just a different experience.
When you get that play call coming in from the sideline and you know that you're the guy getting the ball, it was at the 1 yard line. What's going through your head?
You always get that little rush of excitement,
Yeah.
Especially how we controlled them up front. I always knew there was going to be a hole.
Yeah.
There could be something to hit. It was just, I was excited each time.
And then when you cross finally, who's the first guy that came up to you and, told you congrats?
Oh God. Honestly, I think it was Jake.
Yeah.
And then, all the linemen followed after, then the whole team was there. It was kind of hard to determine who was who. There's so much people around me.
It's probably just a blur.
Yeah, it was a blur.
Probably don't even remember it. That's awesome. All right, so play both sides, inside linebacker as well. What do you like doing better, being a tailback or playing a linebacker?
I like both sides a lot, but getting the ball is definitely the most fun.
That's got to be fun. Especially against St. Thomas More. On the season, you got 10 total carries with a touchdown, one of 4 guys on the ground this year to score. So when you look at that as a senior, how much does that mean to you growing up playing football your entire life and then being able to produce at the varsity level?
Yeah, I know that means a lot to me because I've been playing ever since I was 7 years old, especially with a lot of the guys who've been on the football team with me, ever since little cards. 7 years old, 100-pound weight limit. Now I'm a senior, 17 years old and about to be 18.
Yeah. What initially got you into football, going back to little cards days when you were 7?
So everyone played football in my family.
Yeah.
My cousins, me, all my brothers, just a tradition we have.
Yeah. Carry on that family tradition. All right. Got playing time, of course, against St. Thomas More. You've worked hard in the last couple of weeks. What has your senior season been like? It's a good squad this year. You guys are a 1-loss team. You're number 2 in the region right now. How would you overall rate your senior season?
A lot of exciting wins. West Branch, that was crazy. Just it's a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides offense was rolling. We came out on top. Felt great. Obviously the Cheney loss, it was close. It didn't really feel too good.
Yeah.
But that Dover win was something different. That overtime touchdown was crazy.
You're also on the punt return and the kickoff return teams as well. So talk about that throughout the week. How much do you guys practice that? And, what's your favorite part about playing on the special teams unit?
We practice special teams twice a week, each one. Punt return, my favorite thing to do is when we get the 100 call, we get the rush.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite thing to do. Yeah, I like getting when I get to be down on the ball. That's definitely my favorite.
Yeah. What has been your favorite part of being a Canfield football player? So, some of the guys we've interviewed in the past, they just picked up the game of football. Drew Rostek, prime example. Yeah. He started just last year. For you, you've been playing your entire life. What is your favorite part of playing football?
Just the bond everyone has with each other. Like I said earlier, a lot of these guys I've been playing with since I was 7 years old. Dom Dienot has been the one I've been playing with the longest. And it's just so crazy to see how far each one of us have come, to become this great big team.
Scoring that touchdown against St. Thomas More has to be one of your favorite memories. But when you look at your career, what is a memory that you'll never forget outside of scoring that touchdown? It's a loaded question.
Yeah, that is a loaded question. All the playoff wins, those are all definitely up there. The St. Vincent St. Mary game, that was probably one of them.
All right, so when you look at your name, Nick Smyczynski, you probably have the longest last name out of anybody on the team. You have to have a nickname.
Smiz.
Smiz.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so when you look at your name, how many people like when you show up first day of class and they're doing like roll call, how many people have messed up that last name?
Every single one of my teachers.
And what do you tell them? Just call me Smiz?
I just tell them to call me Nick.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Let's talk about this a little bit. Obviously, you've grown up as a football player your entire life. Talked about your brothers as well. How much of a role model have you been trying to be in the past couple of years?
I've been trying to be a big role model to my little brother. Definitely, that's one thing he wants to be good at is football when he's older.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get him, in shape and get him working out. I'm going to be taking him to the gym. Just anything to get him better. I'm going to be get him on the right path.
Now that you've had your high school experience, what are some things maybe off the field that you've tried to teach your brother?
Definitely just like you got to work for everything. You like nothing will come just there.
Mhm.
There's like a lot of starters now that you would never expect them to start in 8th grade, but you like the amount of work they put in to get them to be there. A great example of that's Hunter.
Mhm.
He's came such a far way, and now he's one of our best players.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. All right, we'll move on a little bit here with Nick Smyczynski, a senior inside linebacker and tailback for the Canfield Cardinals, brought to you by Coca's Pizza. What is your favorite class at Canfield?
I'm taking woodshop right now. I feel like that's a popular answer.
No, I haven't heard that one yet.
Oh, you haven't heard that one yet?
No.
I don't know. It's just being hands-on in school
Yeah.
is kind of fun. It's not really not too much mental work either. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
What are you building right now?
Right now we're just on the stool that everyone makes, but after that, yeah.
All right. You're a Green Bay Packers fan as well.
Yeah.
We already established that. Where does that come from?
It's kind of a funny story.
All right, let's hear it.
So my dad was a Cowboys fan,
Uh-huh.
and my mom was really not a fan of anything. I was my first year ever playing flag football. I was in the Packers.
Okay.
And then, like when I watched the NFL, like that has like kind of made that my favorite team when I was younger. Just stuck with it ever since.
Yeah. Pretty good story. Who's your favorite college team then? Is it local?
Yeah, it's Ohio State.
Ohio State. All right. And with that, what are some of your goals moving forward? Any colleges you've looked at? Maybe a major that you want to study? I mean, what does life after high school look like for you?
Yeah, I've looked at some colleges: Ohio State, Miami, Cincinnati. I really like Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
A major I've been thinking about is either engineering or finance.
Cool.
I definitely want to go into my family business, health insurance, LLC. So, just probably add on to that with finance too. That would work. But like engineering is like a little bit more. I wouldn't be at home. I'd be going away.
Yeah.
So that's there's two different things I just gotta ask myself, what do I want?
Yeah. Favorite teammate that you have? I mean, this is such a big senior class. Let's expand that to teammates.
Favorite teammate,
or maybe somebody that you like to hang out with a lot. Maybe some of your best friends.
I mean, basically my entire friend group's on the football team, except for maybe 1, 2.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Jake, Jack, Brock, Drew. Dom, Ryan, Aiden, me, and then there's 2 more, and that's all of us.
All right, we'll move on. All right, some personal goals for you to end this season.
Definitely, get some more team wins. Build upon ourselves, get better. Look forward to the playoffs. But we need to focus on the now as well. The playoffs are obviously what's on everybody's mind right now. Yeah. So we all need to accomplish that as a team together.
Now, how do you focus mentally on the task at hand? East and Howland, looking forward. They're 2 teams that have kind of struggled this year. But how do you stay focused from week to week and not look to that regional?
Our coaches keep us pretty focused on that. They make it clear to us that we cannot not play our game. We have to play our game. We have to play Canfield football each time. We stay disciplined, run our plays, go through the blocks, just play 100% like we always would.
Last question for you before we let you go. We got Jake Cox coming up, another senior wideout on the Canfield football team. When you take the pads off for the last time, what are some things that you want to be remembered as?
Definitely one of the funnier guys on the team. That's a thing. one of the guys, everyone wants to be friends with. That's something I want to be. It's not always about on the field.
Yeah.
Off the field impact, that feels a little bit bigger.
You're right. We appreciate you coming on, Nick. Appreciate your time coming out to Coca's Pizza. Jake Cox will join us next. Another player profile brought to you by Coca's here in Canfield. We will be back in just a sec.